Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another stream, and it's the big one tonight.
It's the big one today, Mars.
It's the big one tonight.
It's the big one.
As you guys can see the bracket right here for our finals, the best of 7 series that we're gonna get underway soon.
Yep. Well, first off, who am I with?
I'm Marcel Langert, and I'm here with.
I'm Jonas, and today, like Marcel said, we got the big one today. We got the finals today. Best of 7, not best of 5 like we've seen before, with our Northwestern varsity team taking on Wartburg Orange College, I believe. And Mars, we have a little history with Wartburg, don't we?
We want to give a little quick shout out, friendly shout out, but not for long, because
friends while we're not playing.
Yeah.
Or friends while we're not playing, and when we are playing, we respectfully hope that Josh Fish loses today. And Mars, we actually know Fish, don't we?
We do. Fish, I hope you remember us as he was our RA freshman year.
Yeah, RA. He was our RA on third floor Hospers. So shout out to you, Fish. Hopefully you remember us. But as we look at this bracket, Mars, we'll look at Northwestern first, starting in the third bracket here. Started off against Hastings, beat them 3-1. I
remember commentating that game.
Yeah, looks pretty solid. And we go on to play Concordia St. Paul, which was the game we played Monday, I believe. Yeah, last Friday, December 2nd. And that was the game where we said that the Golden Bears didn't play bad, definitely had a chance. And I believe we went 2-0 up in the series. Golden Bears came back and tied it, took it into a game 5. And Northwestern able to scrape out the win there. And we'll take a look at Wartburg here, starting in the top bracket against GV Red. Took light work of them there.
Only conceded 1 goal.
Yeah, only conceded 1 goal. Took 3-0 in the series. And Wartburg, ranked first in the seeding, goes on to play Carthage White and beats them 3-1. Again, a couple more goals conceded there. But Wartburg ultimately taking light work of them. And now in the finals, Wartburg, our first seed, taking on our very own Northwestern Raiders as the second seed. And Mars, what are you expecting out of today's game?
I am convinced this is going to be the best series we've seen in this bracket so far. It's going to be very tight, but we have to refer to the last time these two teams matched up, and it was a best of 5 series. Wartburg took it. I think they took it in 5.
Yep. It was 3-1.
It was 3-1.
3-1.
4.
Wartburg took it, and that was all the way back, I believe, September 30th. So almost the start of the whole Rocket League season for us.
A lot has changed since then. And,
like you just said, Mars, the Northwestern team, a lot of progression here with Brady, Mike Roge, and Unquist. There it is. Sorry.
There we are. Sorry, Luke.
Yep. A lot of progression made there, but vice versa. I gotta say, Wartburg definitely have grown in success, and looks like a very good team that Northwestern's going to face here. And for the first time in a while, I got to say, it looks like from seeding, Northwestern's the underdogs.
Yeah, and we will see how they deal with that. And it's not easy to play as a 1 seed anyways for Wartburg. But referring to last Monday, we saw another final in the NECC tournament for the Northwestern JV team.
Yep.
And winning the series ultimately in 6 games.
Yeah, JV won 4-2, and what a way to cap off this Rocket League season by the Raiders by winning this game tonight. But, knock on wood, if they don't, Northwestern varsity still great run, and JV great run as well, winning it. Yep. So I gotta say, no matter what happens tonight, Northwestern grew as a Rocket League team from last year, and gotta say, round of applause to those guys.
They did indeed.
But nothing would be sweeter than not only taking the NECC final today against Wartburg, but again just having bragging rights over Fish, who used to be Cole Prescott, our Rocket League and esports director here. His what's the word I'm looking for, Mars? The guy under him, his student basically. And now an arch rival, nemesis. A growing rivalry between us and Wartburg. One more thing about this final. This is an all-Iowa final. Yeah. Wartburg coming out of Waverly, Iowa, which is just north of Waterloo, I believe. Almost about 200 miles east of here. And, Northwestern being in the northwestern point of Iowa. So, Mars, what are the odds an Iowa team wins tonight?
They're pretty. I think they're pretty good. They're pretty good. But we will certainly have a great series on our hands here.
Yeah.
As we're trying to get ready. You already mentioned the 3 guys playing for Northwestern this year. Mike Roach, Unquist, and Brady are doing a great job. And going back to the last series they played against the CSP Golden Bears, it was tight. We had a new player come in for the Golden Knights. We had N playing.
Oh yeah, that guy definitely threw us a curveball. I gotta say, didn't play him in the first game earlier in the season, but definitely threw Northwestern a curveball. But I gotta say, very well adapting.
Yeah.
We gave up 2 games, but ultimately brought out the dub.
And they did a great job that. Yeah, I mean, adding a Supersonic Legend tournament winner to a roster for CSP was huge, which allowed them to win these 2 games too. He was their best player, but Northwestern still pulled through, won 3 games after going down actually.
Yep.
And so I hope they're gonna make us proud again tonight, where we're gonna see them face Wartburg Orange team.
Yeah. All right, Mars. What's your score predictions tonight? How many games?
I think this series is gonna be decided in 6 games as well.
6 games.
If we go to Game 7, I don't know if my nerves can take it. As right now we have a special person joining us.
Oh yeah, very very special.
It's Clayton, as he is trying to see another Northwestern Raider win tonight. Starting off the questions here. By
the way, coach of the varsity team and JV team here. Just to clarify.
Thanks for that.
Big coach interview here. So, how do you think Northwestern's going to match up against Wartburg tonight?
I think it's going to be a good game. I mean, I know Wartburg's a good team, and I know Northwestern has the ability to beat them. I think it's going to be a game against themselves tonight if they keep their comms up and just keep a level head.
Yep. If Northwestern go up 2 games, do you think it'll get to their head, or how do you think they'll react to being up?
Looking through the season, it kind of seems like once they get the 2 games, then I feel like we usually give the other team a game or 2, but I feel like we usually can still turn it around. So hopefully, even if we have to call a timeout after winning 2, I don't think they'd be opposed to that.
And then what would happen if Wartburg go up 2 games or something? How do you think the Northwestern team would react?
Yeah, I think we take a timeout and just chill out a little bit, reset, take a little drink, and just try to talk about what went wrong.
Yeah, I mean, we've been looking at this Northwestern team the whole season, but how do you feel their chemistry developed over the season? We just see them playing so well, but how do you see that?
I think it was a little bit rocky, just it's always a little bit weird playing with new people because they're each really gifted in their own area, and they're all totally different players, so just trying to make that chemistry kind of work between them and who's going to cut, who's going to rotate, but I think they got it all figured out now.
Yeah. What are your score predictions tonight? Any coming off the top of your head right now? Any cockiness? any shots at fish you want to take?
I think we're gonna win the first 2. We'll lose 1, and then the next one's gonna go into overtime.
Oh.
And I think we're gonna pull through on that one.
Okay.
And 5th game, I think they'll win. And then Game 6, we're taking it.
Exactly what you just said, Mark.
That's what I said. But if that actually comes through like that, plus the overtime and Game 4, I believe, that would be crazy. The odds, may the odds be with you. We would love to see that.
Yeah.
As we conclude one of our first pregame interviews, actually.
Yeah, we've never done one of these before, and like I said, had the coach here giving us his insight. And if you had to say for a Northwestern player, who do you think is going to be the MVP of the series? I don't want to say favorites on the Northwestern team. I don't want the other players to sound like they're not important. But if you think one player tonight's gonna stick out, who should we watch for?
I think you should watch for Luke passing to Brady and Brady putting him away.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Brady knows how to finish.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and then Mike Roach just playing keeper. Lock down. Any shot that comes near him,
easy clear.
Yeah, expect it to be a clear. So, like you said, each of them bring their own aspect to the table, and this season we've seen the chemistry build where everyone works well together. So it'll be interesting game tonight in the NECC finals. Best of 7, and Coach, good luck.
Hey,
good luck.
Good luck.
Remember, bragging rights. Bragging rights.
Exactly.
Thanks for joining us. As we're trying to get ready now, shortly before kickoff.
Yep.
And as we're trying to take another look at the schedule here, Northwestern varsity and JV, they've been exceptional this year.
Yeah, they've just, like you said, last year Rocket League team was good, but this year, bringing in a new coach like Coach Lilinga, bringing in these players, putting together this chemistry, not getting down on each other when we lose a game, lose a match, and just being able to bounce back has been something that has been astounding and a staple in this program.
Obviously, besides this bracket, there's also other games going on for the Raiders. We had losses against Rowan back in November and Auburn, huge Division I team. Both of them only lost by a game. It was a 3-2 loss versus Auburn and a 3-4 loss versus Rowan from New Jersey. And so that was in the NACE Star League though, and looking at the bracket here still from the NECC, it's been all wins all over the place for the Raiders. Also the last wins before that were North Central Technical, the NTC from Wisconsin. You can also see on the bracket was a 3-0 sweep, and Upper Iowa, Morningside, all of them 3-0 sweep.
Keep it going.
Just doing a great job this year for the Raiders that have an overall record of a 15-7, trying to make that 16 wins on the season, which I believe is actually the amount of wins that the JV team has after winning. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. After winning the NACE finals on Monday, which was your birthday.
It was
21st birthday. It was. Huge day.
Big birthday gift too.
You're right.
Nothing better than turning 21 and then getting a big Rocket League dub later that night.
Exactly. As we're trying to take a look at Wartburg for you guys to see what we can expect here. Obviously, the number one seed, but they've also had a great season.
Yeah, and I gotta say, this great season wouldn't have been made without Mars? Without who?
The lads, our very favorite sponsor.
Very favorite sponsor, HyperX, bringing the keyboards, mouses, and headphones. Shout out to them. Like I said, wouldn't have made the season possible without them. So,
indeed.
And here is an ad from HyperX real fast.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for sticking around, and now we're getting the action underway. We are
big
getting
game,
the big
best
action.
of 7.
Big action.
Jumping right into game 1. Marcel, you take lineups as soon as we see them. But take a wild guess. Who are we seeing for the Northwestern team here?
For the Raiders, we'll have announced by us, team captain, Brady himself in the Dominus. You're going to be expecting him. We have Fish joining match top left. That's
get out of
not
here.
Gonna,
get out of here.
Yeah, it's just not going to sit well with us tonight. Joining Brady in the Raiders lineup is going to be Unquist and Mike Roge. And both of these players being exceptional this year.
Oh, yeah.
Complementing each other.
Yeah, might as well call them science majors with the chemistry they got.
Oh, sure. We're going to see the Raiders in blue, and then we have Cater, Tanner, and Keegan for Wartburg.
Here we go, game 1.
There
game
it
one's
is.
underway.
We're underway. Unquist with a big read.
Starting with the Northwestern attack here. Oh, Micro's wearing the tuxedo skin today. Or paint job. Brady, again, Dominus, staple.
He's doing the purple today.
He is. He's giving us a little purple.
He's rocking the purple.
Yeah.
As we see some, I don't want to say careful touches first.
Some very safe.
Yeah, they're
very
safe
and judged, timed, thought out.
And while we were on the break in the Be Right Back screen, we had the chance to look at the schedule that the Wartburg College played, and they beat a lot of teams that we beat too.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very, very tight-knit game today.
Yeah.
Like you just said, both of us playing similar teams, similar score lines.
Oh, great read.
And so far, Northwesterns have had two balls bounce around in the box that Wartburg have struggled to clear.
Yeah. That's the thing that's going to be very decisive today.
Yeah, there's a shot on goal. Unquist! That's a goal already! Throw it down, Unquist. 1-0. A minute and 6 seconds in. And Unquist, whose name doesn't have an L because he doesn't take it, scores the first goal.
L's. And that's exactly what I was trying to get at there. It's going to be about who's going to keep the pressure up the longest. And right there, I don't think... Oh, Brady messed up his kickoff. And they are able to clear it out, though. It's going to be down to who's going to keep the ball in the opposing half, and that's what the Raiders did right there. I don't think it ever left the Wartburg half before they scored. And they kept the pressure up. Their rotation was on point.
Oh, yeah.
And Unquist absolutely beamed it in the bottom corner.
Good read there from Tanner, though, to stop Brady from putting the ball back in.
Microach.
But that's a shot by Microach. Keegan again. But that's set up just wide.
But look at that. The Raiders are all over.
Oh, man, we are feasting right
off the
back into the 6. And they missed.
He faked it.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Did he?
Brady, can you read it?
This is Brady.
Yes, he can! Yes, he can! 2-0. Yes, he can. And listening to what Coach Willinga had to say,
he called it.
He said, game 1 is all us. And I think the first 2 minutes, I don't think the ball entered the Raiders' half for longer than half a second. It's right there for the kickoff. Now maybe they can settle in there. Tanner's going to put it up. Who's going to be quicker to the ball? It's going to be Keegan. Unquist kind of missing that. Brady with a reverse save.
First shot on goal there from Wartburg, but able to be saved by Brady. And Brady's taking it up the sidewall right here. What's he going to do here? Centers it. Keegan gets a good touch on it, though. All back in the box. Unquist goes up for it.
No way!
Goes up for it!
It down! No way! It's 3-0. The Raiders are going nuts.
He said not 1, not 2, but 3.
Absolute 3 from the Northwestern Raiders, just like Steph Curry.
Oh, yes.
Well, not against the Indiana Pacers, though.
No, don't say that.
As we go on, and if you're Wartburg here, like, what is your approach now?
I don't know. I don't want to say they've been caught off guard, but Northwestern have come out electric. Well, let's see if Tanner can get something going here, and he does. And he does. Tanner able to get a goal. That's huge. That's huge for Wartburg here.
The Nike goal celebration.
Yeah.
Goal explosion too.
Yeah, it looks.
Grade 50.
Yep. I gotta say that is huge for Wartburg, because if they go 4-0 down, that's That's a huge hill to climb. But
momentum shift here.
Yeah, 3-1, game 1, Northwestern. Settle in. Need to settle in a little more. That's another shot. Going to be saved by Brady. So Wartburg now maybe have settled down. Maybe have got their nerves out of the way. But for Northwestern, you got to stay on the gas. Oh, double commit there.
Good 50 there by Unquist.
Unquist going to throw up. Will Microach come in for this, or is this Brady?
Oh, he get a touch on it.
Ooh,
off the crossbar.
Well,
Cater's putting it up.
But Unquist misses it.
Tanner thought he was going to hit it.
Yeah.
So that's why he backed out.
That's always my problem, too, when playing. You think someone's going to hit it, and sometimes they don't. Either it's on purpose or not, but sometimes it's safer to go for it regardless.
Yep.
Unquist, let's see if he can touch the ball here. He can't. But good clearance from Microach there. And remember, this is a best of 7.
Yes.
So
yes.
Remember, most important games, like we said last time, games 3 and 4.
Yep.
I say are the most important games.
But they can be more important if you get off to a hot start. Like,
great save by Microach.
If you win the first 2 games, game 3 is almost a settled game already, where you can almost.
Yeah. Games 3 and 4 are very important if you're either 2-0 up or 2-0 down. You know.
We'll definitely see where we're gonna go. I remember in the JV series it was tied. Was it tied? Yeah, I think it was tied at 1 for game 3.
Yep.
And now
that's
Brady.
A good chance. Will Brady follow this up?
Well, there's no one back.
And there's no one there.
Back.
And it's 4. Throwing up the 4 right there.
Double commit. That explains it. Double commit there by Wartburg. I couldn't really see which 2 players that were caught in the air, but
throwing up the 4 for a reason right there.
Love it. 4-1 for the Raiders. 32 seconds left. Tanner's gonna take it up the wall. Right in the middle.
Great save by Unquist.
Great 50 too.
Oh, this has a chance to be a 5th. Oh, Cater though. Kind of loses it though. Microach, good pass. Brady going for a double tap here. Ooh. Back into the box. Back into the 6 like Drake.
Unquist has it.
And I gotta say, this is a dominant performance by the Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, this goes game 1 to Northwestern, and it's gonna be a 4-1 win. And I gotta say though, Northwestern came out hot, came out electric. 3 goals back to back to back. But with Rocket League, every game is a new game.
Exactly.
If you're Northwestern here, you gotta stay calm, gotta stay connected. But if you're Wartburg, what do you do, Mars? What do you do if you're Wartburg here?
You can build on that 1 goal that Tanner scored. It's always very exciting to see how one game can end up 3 goals advantage for one team, and then they go out the next game and that same team can lose by 3.
Yep.
It's so back and forth. In 5 minutes, as we can see now with this quick pace that we're playing at Rocket League with high ranks, we see grand champs players. 5 minutes feels like it's nothing.
Yeah, like that game went by so fast. Yeah. So much was going on, and like when they scored that 4th goal and you said there was 32 seconds left.
Yep.
It was already 4.5 minutes played.
Yeah.
Which caught me off guard. But Northwestern here, dominant performance, you know. And we see the 2 goals from Brady and Unquist. Microach stand back. Like we said, like we predicted. Gonna be the savior, gonna be the goalkeeper. You know, and gotta say, he did his job.
He did. And Brady picks up the MVP for that match.
Yep, just which, you know, no diss to Microach or Unquist, but, you know, Brady just dominant player, captain of the team. You expect that. Here we go to game 2, though.
Game 2.
Same lineup. Probably going to expect this the whole series, and let's see how this goes.
Brady's up for that and wins it. Tanner puts it right back in there. And now maybe it's turn for Wartburg to keep the ball in the Raiders' half and put up the pressure. Pass in the middle.
I mean, Wartburg right now, you're down a game, you know, no worry to panic.
Yep.
Why don't you go out there and, you know, take a little more risk. Take a little more effort on shots and goal. Take a little more risk in front of their goal, you know?
Yep.
Because worst case, you go down 2-0 in the series, and you go, all right, we need to play back more, need to play a little safe, you know, but best case, You win this game, you tie the series up 1-1, and you see what you did good, and you keep going on.
Great read, and that's another quiz.
That
1-0.
The redirect here in the air from going up to then spiking it down right there, so Cater couldn't hit it. Got a little lucky with the crossbar hit. But great goal.
I think that one hit the ceiling, and I don't know if Unquist accounted for that originally when he went up for the aerial, and he adjusted in midair and did great. And Brady absolutely said, "I hit the gym," and stuffed it on 2 guys. But that's a goal there for Wartburg.
That's a goal by Keegan right there.
Their #1 player, their best player in terms of
I thought he was
going to
hit it right here. Threw Brady off. Unquist sent to the shops.
Simple as that.
Yep, and great goal by Keegan to tie it up. You know, Northwestern might have got a little excited on that goal, and Wartburg shut it down.
It's true. The one thing, Jonas, that I really start to see is in Game 1, that was the case. That's what's going to come down. And in Game 2, so far in the first minute as well, I think Northwestern is quicker to read the aerial balls that are coming in. If they come from the ceiling, they predict where the ball is going to go, and they just anticipate. That's the big word that we always see with Rocket League. That's what we said in the JV
was
game
it
as
the
well.
JV tournament? Yeah. The big that whole series of the JV tournament on Monday was won by who is going to read the 50s better who's going to get there quicker.
Who's going to anticipate where the ball is going to bounce. And the Raiders have been faster to that. The goals that they scored in Game 1 were all due to that. They were quicker on the way up, and they were precise and efficient in their finishing, which is huge. Trying to double tap it here.
And that was another big thing you brought up.
Brady
what a save
on the
by
line.
Brady.
Call him Matt Turner.
Wow. Or the Croatian keeper today. Shout out to Croatia for beating Brazil today in the World Cup. Went into PKs and gotta say,
love to see it.
I thought Brazil was gonna win the whole thing, and to get knocked out by Croatia is huge for that European nation.
Unquist,
but back to Rocket League here.
Brady's gonna get there. Good 50 though by Keegan. Keegan, like I said, led the Wartburg team in points Game 1, but still 300 points less on the spot. I remember that from Game 1 than Brady, who was the best player for the Raiders. So we'll see if these two standout players can deliver for their team as well in Game 2, as we have 2.5 minutes left. Unquist going for the top right corner.
Let's see. Oh, good clearance. Unquist versus Tanner.
Oh, great redirect.
Good shot. Unquist gets the better read there. Just like you said, anticipated that shot was going to happen. Already in the air before the flip was made.
Yep.
Brady, though, taking it up. But it puts it into the box. Tanner able to clear it. Right now, it still feels, from both teams, still feels a little chaotic. You know?
I mean, yeah.
It's like, I don't know if chaos, maybe controlled chaos, where each team's just flying towards the ball, flying off the walls, going at it, leaving nothing left.
Yeah. They're covering ground fast. All these cars are. As Brady's kind of trying to chip that over.
Yeah, a lot of shots and save, especially in Game 2.
Yeah. They're double covering the guy that's going up for the ball.
What a save!
And there's the standout player for Wartburg from Game 1.
Yeah. Sometimes all you need is right place at the right time. And Keegan, that's what it was.
Unquist with a great read off the wall, following up his own shot. That's also something. Can you keep the momentum going?
Yep.
Not only going into the ball once and booting it away, but also following up your touch, or even following up a touch from a teammate. Yeah.
Keegan had a great read there on Microach, where they were both kind of sitting on the wall.
Unquist his ball control is saucy today, as Coach Verlinga said in the pregame interview. Keep an eye on Luke.
Yeah. Oh, good. Brady's already there. I'm kind of blind, didn't see that.
Then there's a follow-up shot.
That's a good follow-up from Cater there. Wartburg take a 2-1 lead in this Game 2.
This is anyone's series.
Yeah. Just like you said, it's crazy how Northwestern came out so hot in Game 1, and now they find themselves down by a goal with 55 seconds in Game 2. Let's see if the Raiders can bring some back, or if Wartburg can put the nail in the coffin here. Unquist lets that bounce off the wall.
Yeah.
Back into the 6. Brady and Microach communicating through their HyperX headphones. Hitting the clearance there. Brady with a good 50 there. Brings it up the wall. Is he going to try to spike it down?
We'll pass back. Unquist is not going to go for that one at first, but now he's going to
15 seconds left. Northwestern need to put it out here. If they go down, if they concede again, doesn't matter. But they need
great read.
They need to get a goal here.
Oh, Micro's read that one.
Yeah.
Brady
off the back wall
towards the net. Oh. Now we keep it up. Game's not over till the ball touches the ground, and the Raiders are trying to keep that one up. Unquist will pop it up in the air, and that's going to be a clearance.
Yep.
That's going to do it.
Wartburg take game 2 with a score of 2-1. So 1-1 in the series. Now this game 3 isn't as important as it would have been if Northwestern won. So
it's going to determine a lot of momentum, where the momentum is going to go for the series after that. And Keegan is going to pick up the MVP here.
Yep.
Stepping up his good performance in game 1.
Yeah.
And
look at that. A goal and assist and 4 saves from Keegan. Brady pulling out the keeper gloves that game, putting up 4 saves as well. But only 1 goal for Northwestern. That came from Unquist. So very interesting to see how this will play out in game 3. But series is tied 1-1. What do you think of it so far, Mars?
It's exciting. It's very faster than we are used to.
Yep.
But that just shows the quality of all these 6 guys playing out there.
Yeah.
As we can mention, there's a possibility of timeouts being used.
Yeah.
Today, I remember. I don't think I checked the rule book before this, but I remember it being 5-minute timeouts.
Yeah, I believe it was one team. They each get 1 timeout, and I believe that's for 5 minutes. So it'll be interesting to see if teams use it, when teams use it, and what strategies they go over when and if they use their timeout.
Coach Willinga also mentioned it to us in the pregame interview that this is very much a strategy if the Raiders would go down a game or 2 and need to refocus and settle back in.
Yeah, not necessarily so much of a nervous timeout from either team, but just a quick break, clear the mental, and get back into the game. So here we go, game 3. Starting off strong.
Unquist was waiting for that one.
Yeah.
Brady's going to clean that up.
Yep. Brady might follow this up here, but
he has 0.
But Keegan already followed it. Good little pop-up from Unquist there. Good clearance from Cater, though. Brady off the wall like he's Spider-Man.
Unquist is going to put it right back into the Wartburg half. As that's a goal! Another one for
There was
Unquist.
No one there. I was expecting an easy clearance there.
Yeah.
But we didn't see it. Unquist did, and
Micro just kind of going up for that.
Microge might have gone for a little touch or fake there. Wartburg just cut out of position. Don't know if they were getting boost and cycling their rotations, but Northwestern again take this 1-0 lead in game 3. And Unquist sends Cater back to the lobby. Tanner able to stop it there. Keegan gives a return to center there on a demo.
But yeah, now after this goal, Unquist is the leader in the series in terms of goals scored.
Is he?
With 4.
Oh.
He kept count. 2 in the first game. He scored the only goal for the Raiders in the second game, and now this is his 4th goal in game 3. Good pass into the middle. Shot off the crossbar. Microge with a great 50.
That's a huge 50 there. Shout out to Oxner, who I believe is in the chat right now. Even though you can't lift in video games, still taking us to the weight room. Shout out Ox.
And definitely paid off for Microge there. Cater had kind of an open net and put it wide right.
Put a little weird bounce though on that pop-up. But I believe Keegan was following up there and couldn't really get a good shot on it with the way the ball popped off the lip of the goal.
Great touch there by Brady. He was really, really, really good and gifted at dribbling the ball up the field.
Unquist and Microge though, double commit. not the best thing there. Brady's gonna have to.
He might take his time here. Keegan is gonna demo him though. And Unquist says, "All right, you're gonna do that? Let me take out Cater. Send him to the function for a steak."
He said, "You can't do that without me doing it right back." Unquist now up the sidewall. Looking like a Lil Jon out there from the window to the wall.
Yeah! Great 50 by Unquist.
Back into the 6 though. Gonna have to get a clearance here. Keegan kind of taking it to the corner flag. Pops it down, little awkward, little ran into each other there.
And now we have the roles kind of reversed as last game, where Wartburg took the lead and the Raiders had to come from behind, and now Raiders are still up a goal.
Yep.
And now Wartburg it's their turn. Try and score.
Great 50 read by Brady. Again, like we talked about earlier. Brady anticipating and going for it and getting it, succeeding.
Oh, demo coming in, but
that would have been a great play from Wartburg if they were able to get that demo on.
Mike Roach has 0 boost, but he puts it in a perfect spot.
Great save.
Ooh.
Great save. Oh,
Mike Roach
goodbye,
at the post. Little flip reset action there by Unquist. That would have been nasty.
Yeah, kind of just a...
great touchdown by Mike Roach for Unquist, who had an open net, can't score. And then he puts it on target, but Keegan saves it.
With the save, man.
He's very active on the score sheet.
We'll take a look at his stats right here real fast after this ball gets cleared. We'll wait for this attack to finish.
Oh,
here we see Keegan right here. 2 saves.
Again.
Yeah, coming in clutch with the keeper gloves today. So
as we have Mike Roach picking it up from the ceiling, trying to get another touchdown on the ground.
Yeah. 4 minutes, about 4 minutes played, only a minute left in game 3. Raiders are still up a goal, so now this is, how much time left do you say Wartburg just go all out? That conceding a goal doesn't matter, they need to get one back.
I think we just saw it on the screen. It says 1 minute remaining. It also says that for the players, obviously.
Yep.
And I think that is.
So you say the minute
that
mark?
is the mark where you're like, all right, boys, now we got to go. And then there's gonna be another announcement where it says 30 seconds left.
That's what I was gonna ask next. And do you go a little more aggressive at 1 minute, and then at 30 you go all out?
You just go in there.
So right now we're gonna expect Wartburg to really bring up the pressure.
Yeah, they are not gonna let the Raiders out of their half now if they can keep the ball in there. Brady.
And if you're Northwestern, do you go to try to get a second goal, or do you just kind of sit back?
Great bump! Was it a bump, or was it just distraction?
I
don't know, but it almost led to a goal as it comes off the inside of the post. But now that's exactly where we're seeing what I just expected. But the Raiders can clear it out of their half. 5 seconds left. Brady off the ceiling. Double tap. No way, right? 1 second left. Can they keep it in
that's game 3, ladies and gentlemen. 1-0 to the Raiders. Good game. Oh, I wanted to ask you before we almost saw that insane goal with 10 seconds left. Once Wartburg, or any team as a matter of fact, go all for it with 30 seconds left. You're up 1 goal. Do you think you should go for a second goal, or do you sit back and sponge it and just try to knock the ball into the corners on your attacking half?
I think there's not that much time for actual strategy. Even talking about it in a game is going to be so tough because the ball comes flying at you all the time. You're always communicating. I'm up. I got next. When one guy hits it, I'm already trailing behind. I'm here. I'm to your left. It's just going to be about who's going to be the quickest, and I think in the last 30 seconds you just clear it. And if you can solo play, and if you have time and the boost for it, and you can bring the ball up the wall, and maybe take someone on, that's definitely something that I would choose. So and the Raiders did a great job of that.
Now we're coming into game 4, and I have to say, I think this is the first important game of the series.
This is probably the biggest game yet.
If Northwestern win this, they go up 3-1. Might expect a Wartburg timeout. If Wartburg win it, we go 2-2. Series still tied. You know?
Yep.
This is the first very important game for both teams. Northwestern, not so much. They can go up, but there's no hurt if they lose this. You know, series tied. But for Wartburg, this you got to make something happen there.
Yeah, being down 3-1 is not something that they would like to anticipate, but
you can be fine being down 1-0. Yeah. You can be fine being down 2-1. But going down 3-1, that's a huge crush.
It's still not over, obviously.
It's not over. But at that point
you want to avoid it.
Yeah, at all costs.
At all costs, yeah.
Not the greatest read there from Unquist, but Brady able to make up for it. And let's see.
I still haven't asked you about your favorite car design.
Oh, my favorite car today.
As we see a big crossbar shot from Unquist, the top scorer.
Yeah. You know, for the cars today, I gotta say none of them catch my eye. You know, none of kind of like PJs in the JV tournament. That Finnick was sublime. But nothing yet. But I gotta say, I think it's Micro's tuxedo Pangela. That just a little fancy, you know. Little special occasion for the final.
I was gonna say the exact same thing. Yeah. Looks like he's in a suit.
Yeah. Right here. Look at that thing, man. That's
beautiful.
That's sophisticated, man.
Microach always has some pretty looking cars. I respect his designs.
Yeah. I mean, all of them are cool. Even the Tanner's Nike Tiempo car there looks cool, especially the goal explosion with the little Nike sign. True. So that looks sick as well. But I mean, Brady rocking the Dominus. No surprise there. Unquist running the one color Octane. But here we might see something happen.
Brady with the 50, it's on target.
Great
Keegan with another save. Yeah. He's everywhere.
I gotta say, Keegan. You know, Keegan's the man for Wartburg, right?
Yeah.
He's been the series MVP for Wartburg, and I gotta say, if it comes to solo play this series, I give it to Keegan so far.
Yeah.
Because Northwestern, I mean, you have Brady that sticks out in the attacking third. You have Unquist that's been scoring the goals, and you have Microach that's been sitting back being the facilitator.
Yep.
None of them have stood out, but collectively, they're up 2-1. You know.
They are.
But for this Wartburg team, I gotta say that's a great chance for Brady here. But Keegan again, man, his name keeps coming up.
It is.
You know, he's been putting in a shift. So regardless of how this series plays out, Keegan, little.
Oh,
that's a
break.
That's a goal from Tanner, but Brady here, you don't see it often, but you can't have that happen.
Yeah, I see what he was trying to do there. Control it. He doesn't want to just put it up there, especially if it puts it up into the ceiling and it drops down in front of goal. That's not going to help at all.
So definitely a sticky situation. But still, props to Tanner for being there, able to follow up. Keegan again.
3 saves for him on the game. As he's doing it all for Wartburg.
Yeah.
But these two teams definitely know this is a very important game.
Yeah.
It's probably, I would say, the least one-sided game of the series so far. Both teams have had the ball possession in the opposing half.
Yep.
They've had chances to score. Raiders are obviously pressuring more since.
Oh, that's a great shot though.
They're just quicker to the ball still.
Yeah.
But still 1-0 for Wartburg, and again, we're in a situation where one team has to come from behind. By the way, coming back now to Coach Willinga's prediction, Game 4, he said overtime.
He did call it, so it's going to be interesting if Coach Willinga was able to call that accurately. If Northwestern can get a goal here and stop Wartburg from going up 2-0. And I gotta say, Mars, we're hitting.
Wow! Microach! Give it to him!
Now, I want to say, he won the 50. But did Microach get a little lucky here with the pinch? Or the pull shot, basically. The up back through.
Why did he win it, though? Why didn't he win the 50?
Because he anticipated it.
And he hits the gym.
He ducked. Shout out Oxygen. But I gotta say, that goal, you know, kind of lucky. Tanner's goal, a little lucky.
Oh.
So, Game 4 has brought a very, very both-sided game so far. And that's...
Tanner. Making both Unquist and Microach.
Oh, yeah. Unquist went up here thinking Microach might have been there.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Unquist double jumped there. I think he might have...
Meant to flip into it?
Flip, yeah. Because I heard his double jump on the headset. You know, and I was like, I don't think he wanted to necessarily double jump there. And then Microach just getting caught in a one-on-one situation.
Yeah, maybe Microach wasn't expecting that because he thought Unquist would double jump or flip into it. And, you know, it's crazy how those small little mechanics, you know, that you never mess up, just come to bite you like that in these big game scenarios.
Unquist is taking it, air dribbling. Over midfield. Now, Tanner's going to put that down for now.
15 seconds here. Let's see if Northwestern can get some.
Great read by Tanner.
Great read by Tanner. You know, and we're talking about Keegan this series, but Tanner, the man in Game 4.
Putting in a shift.
Yeah. Coming out when his team needed the most. And
Microach with the second goal. There you go, buddy.
2 seconds left. Microach able to get one back here.
Yes.
Great shot. Cater and Tanner,
Tanner
I don't want to
the wrong
jinx
way, I
it,
think.
but we just talked about how Tanner had this amazing game, and he just flipped the wrong way.
I think he did. Well, to be fair, it's very hard to even have the ball cam on your car and seeing the ball come at you and facing the other way with the car.
Yeah. And it's crazy because the first 2 goals from each team, a little bit of luck, and both second goals, just a mess up of mechanics. And I gotta say, this game will come down to who's not gonna make that one silly mistake. And Coach Lelinga called it too. In overtime in game 4.
First overtime in a while. We haven't had an overtime in forever.
And Coach Lelinga calling it in game 4, and that's what we're provided with.
And he said,
and that's
double touch off the post.
Wow, that would have been a crazy goal to end this game.
For the hat trick too for Microge. Almost.
And Tanner being the man for Wartburg in this game, and Microge being the man for Northwestern, Microge, the sit-back defender, coming up big, putting 2 goals.
Keegan, that one's on. But, yeah, as you said, Tanner and Microge, 2 guys that have been playing their role well so far. And in Game 4, both of them popping out and putting in a shift for their team.
Showing us, the Northwestern and Wartburg teams, that, hey, I might not be the guy that makes the craziest plays, might not make all the plays, and this is going to be set up for Microge, but Keegan with a save there, even though he wasn't given it. But yeah, like I just said, Keegan Tanner and Microge showing both teams and us that, hey, we might not be the main stars 24/7, but give us the opportunity and we're there.
It's true. And now we have a golden goal.
Yeah,
whoever scores the next goal will decide if we have a 2-2 series or 3-1 for the Raiders. Microge with a big save.
Back in the box, Brady might get there. Yep, he does.
He will.
Brady off the sidewall.
Oh yeah, he's gonna take it the whole way. Keegan can control it.
Keegan brings it down. Great touch. Low ball dribble. Someone's got to meet him there, and Microge does. Microge, no boost though, just gonna be a pain in the behind there.
Great bum. Absolutely sends Tanner to the moon.
Yep. Good 50 from Brady there. Another 50 from Unquist.
Yeah.
Who's gonna get up for it here? Tanner looking a little bit awkward.
It's definitely another game where 50-50 balls decided, and that's huge in Rocket League. When both cars go for the ball and kind of squeeze the ball and it just bounces out somewhere, who's gonna be ready?
It's like a ball bouncing in the box off a corner.
Yeah, and it happens everywhere on the field too in Rocket League, and that's the huge part about playing threes. If one guy goes up for the ball, can the other two guys cover as much space as they can to pick up the ball that bounces out?
Yeah. Ball sent back in. Microge able to bring it down. Got to do something here. Over Tanner.
Unquist is gonna boom it out.
Yep. Northwestern played that pretty well.
3-minute overtime already. This is a long game, and Game 4 probably the most important game of the series so far.
Yeah. Most important game of the series off the top. Microge able to bring it down. Yeah. Most important game of the series, and we're seeing a 3-minute overtime.
Yeah, this is going to be a tight one.
Whatever way this match ends, both teams deserve the win,
Yes.
If Northwestern bring it out, this is heartbreak for Wartburg. Because they played a great Game 4.
Yeah.
And if Wartburg win it, great team win. Yeah. Northwestern going to be upset because they've also played a great Game 4. And I believe they set themselves up in a good position.
Unquist is right there. Would you agree with me that the longer this overtime takes, the more the momentum is going to shift to one of the team's sides, whoever's going to win it? Because it's going to be a heartbreak
for whichever
loss
team doesn't.
Anyways in such a long overtime here. But it could really be a killer for Wartburg.
Yeah.
And it could really be...
Yeah, I think
we're back in this series.
This is when I gotta say Wartburg need this win.
Yeah,
they absolutely need this, and Northwestern need to not have this happen. That way they can shut Wartburg off.
I would consider seeing a timeout coming after you by either team.
Yeah.
This is a
and there it is,
Brady. Yes. 4 minutes and 13 seconds.
Yeah, almost
overtime.
the whole second game. Microge puts it up. Cater misses, and again. Just like we said on the 2 goals scored by both teams. Secondly, simple mistakes, right there. And it sucks to be Cater in this spot where you play a great game, your team takes it to overtime, and one misread, and boom, you're down. You're down in the series.
That the teams have.
Yeah, look at 6 saves from Keegan there.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible performance.
Yeah.
But the players seem to be ready to go on and
Wartburg
hop back into Game 5 as we have a 3-1 advantage for the Raiders. And from now on, every game is match point.
Yep.
For the Raiders.
So Raiders need one more win.
They do.
They take it. Wartburg, digging themselves a hole here, need to win the next 3.
They do.
Which, every game's a new game. So that's very doable from Wartburg's point of view. You chip at it 1 game at a time. Pound the stone. I say that because I believe Daniel Swear, our soccer coach, is watching this, and that's one of his favorite quotes.
And books.
Who is gonna be the
hero tonight?
Yep.
Who's gonna get that deciding goal?
Yep.
As we're trying to catch you guys up on the situation right here again.
Now, Game 5.
Game 5.
You know,
Best of 7 series.
I still think Game 4 is more important because it set up the momentum. But this might be a goal here.
It is.
And it is.
Wartburg 1-0 ahead.
22 seconds in, and Tanner able to get a goal. So good start from Wartburg. You know, from their point of view, I hope they calmed down. Said, don't worry about the series, just focus on this game. And Northwestern point of view, you need to say, 3-1 up. But we need to go. We need to shut them out.
And 3-1 is more than just possible, as the 2016 Cleveland Cavaliers can tell you from the NBA
and
Finals.
That's a goal from Unquist.
Unquist, still.
Yeah, it looks like Tanner here went up for the save and came off the bottom side of his car, and Unquist, right place, right time, throws it in. And we're tied 1-1, 35 seconds into this Game 5.
It's crazy how different these games are. One game we don't see a goal for 4 minutes, and then another game we've played 40 seconds and it's 1-1 already.
1-1, yeah. And that's just Rock League. That's just the good thing about it is we had a 4-minute overtime for Game 4. But now in Game 5, like you said, 1-1, 50 seconds in. And Brady looks like he might take it out of the corner here. Gives up on it. Hater, though, good clearance. Tanner might be able to put something on it.
Unquist, that
one's
on
again!
Goal?
Is that a shot on goal?
It's on again! It is! 2-1 and the Raiders lead. And as of now, they would have the title.
For the NECC.
For the NECC.
And that shot, great shot on goal. Maybe a little lucky.
Right by the post.
The inside of the post. But nonetheless, Raiders 2-1 up.
Perfect.
So now, Marcel, you're down 2-1. 3-1 in series. When do you step on the gas? When is your moment of, it doesn't matter if we concede? Because right now, if Wartburg give up another goal, it's not looking good.
Yeah.
So what time would you think it's go time? Are you still at the 1 minute mark just to drag it to overtime?
Yeah, I would still think so. You have to run for an overtime here.
Yeah.
But I think for now you have to focus on not messing up, because both of the goals that the Raiders scored were off of, I don't want to say mistakes, but it was just an unlucky bounce from Wartburg's point of view that came straight to the Raiders and they can put it in. So Tanner's going to clear that one out. But in the beginning of the stream, we showed you the bracket, and Wartburg, the orange team, which we were playing right here, the number 1 seed going up against the Raiders, the number 2 seed, as Keegan picks up another save there. That one's going to go up for Brady. But yeah, the Wartburg College is favorite here as the number 1 seed in the bracket.
Yeah.
And
they've only lost, what, 1 game?
They've only lost
one game in a series.
One game in a series, yeah.
Right here, this is Tanner needs it. Oh, Tanner misses it, and I think Unquist thought he was going to hit it, so he didn't go up.
Obviously, only 1 game in a series before tonight, because they've already lost 3 in this series, as they seem to be meeting their first real opponent that has a genuine chance of beating them. As the Raiders are ahead now, and from the Raiders' point of view, what do you do now? You got to play the long game.
Yeah, I think if you're Northwestern here, you bring it back to balance.
Unquist and Brady!
That is exactly. Coach Willingham, he called this before the game. You're gonna look at Microge in the goal, being the safe keep. Unquist is gonna pass it to Brady. Brady's gonna throw it down like D Wade and LeBron. It's done. It's what a team play by Northwestern there. That was
nasty.
You saw it forming from a mile away.
Yeah.
It was like a tsunami wave coming at you.
And you're right. Coach Willinga did call that and anticipated it.
Yep.
Said Brady knows how to finish, and that's what he does.
Yeah.
And so up 2 goals here.
Oh, but
there is
Wartburg get one back. That's huge from Cater here. Not drawing his team level, but just one more step from getting out of the hole. So 3-2. 1:45 left now. Wartburg can take the foot off the gas a little. Try not to concede for the next 45 seconds. And then with that 1 minute mark, you go all out. Because worst case, you lose this game, game's over. You gotta leave it all on the field. Here comes Keegan. Great 50 from Brady.
Can Tanner keep it in? Yes, he can. But Brady, he kind of misses those. That one at least.
And if you're Northwestern here, you don't need another goal. You can take these little chip shots.
Yep.
You can take these little attempts.
Yep.
But you don't go for anything risky.
Yep.
This right there.
Make him fly in the air.
Yep.
Make him use the time.
Yep.
Make him clear the ball, but not get a precision pass. There we go.
Yeah.
Up to a teammate that has an open shot. Then just keep the ball in their half as Unquist is going to get that one again. Beautiful touch.
Yeah, here, just throw back. Yep. Throw back into the corner.
Make him clear it out. Give him some pressure, but don't overcommit.
Yep. And now we're under a minute here, so we're going to be expecting Wartburg.
Oh, great shot by Unquist. Keegan's right there, though.
And now, from Wartburg's point of view, you're going all out. You can give up a goal, it's fine, but you need to score one.
That's exactly where it was missing right there. As you said that, Keegan was up in that left corner, and no one was following up for him.
Like, Keegan should be expecting at least one teammate somewhere near him. Somewhere near where they think the ball's going to go.
Can they score another goal to send this one to overtime? Brady touching it in the middle. Is there someone? No. Tanner's going to take it. Take on Unquist.
Good read from Unquist there. And 15 seconds left.
Cater's going up. Over Microge. Is it going to come down? It does.
Correct. Keegan was anticipating a little. 4
Tanner's
seconds.
Gonna take it. 3.
Brady, they
2,
need to get it out.
1.
Northwestern needed to hit the
Put
ground.
it on the ground.
Microge goes up for it. He gets the
Great
clearance.
Clear.
It might be a goal.
Is that going to be it?
Yes!
Yes!
Northwestern going 4-2. And ladies and gentlemen, your NECC champions, Northwestern Raiders.
Varsity. And we go
Northwestern
to back.
Take the game win 4-2. Take the series win 4-1. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the NECC finals. Northwestern take it in 5 games. And man, we thought a slugfest.
Yeah.
Taking it to 7 games.
Yeah.
Northwestern came out and man, let me tell you, they came out, they showed up, they threw Wartburg a curveball, and let me tell you, Northwestern deserved that. And they got it in only 5 games.
5 games. And yet again, this is going to sound even sweeter. Sweet shout out to Josh Fisher on the other side for Wartburg. Shout out. We miss you here, but we just had to show who's better.
Yeah.
And that's the only way to convince him to maybe be back here soon. But yeah, big applause for the Raiders, making us proud. On Monday night, we were commentating the JV team winning the NACE finals.
Yep.
As on Friday night, in the same week, we can say that the Northwestern Raiders won.
And you know what, Mars?
That.
I think there's a little what's the word? A little connection here.
Mm-hmm.
Northwestern JV come in and win. Mm-hmm. Northwestern varsity come in and win. Now you tell me, what do both those teams have in common? What do they both have?
Sponsored by
HyperX. HyperX taking us to the finals in both NACE and NECC.
Yeah.
Walking away with 2 dubs in both of them. Northwestern win the NACE and the NECC championship.
As we are trying to get ready for our post-game interview here, so definitely stick around. We will be back with the post-game interview as he's coming in right now.
Who do you think it'll be? Who do you think it'll be? Oh, it's
the
none
one
other.
and only.
It's none other than
Brady.
team captain
Let's go.
Brady.
Let's go.
Round of applause.
There you go.
Now I just want to say, Coach Willinga came in before game, and we asked him some insight. I don't know if you were able to hear it at all, but we asked him, what do we expect from you guys tonight, from each player.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm expecting Mike Roach to be the keeper, to sit back, be the facilitator, make everything happen. And then he said, we are expecting Unquist to bring it up the field and to center the ball and for Brady to be there and put it in. And let me tell you, that game 5, we saw just that.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on winning?
I love it. I love winning. This is my first time winning a finals, being here for 3 years.
Yes, sir.
Sweetness.
It's always good, and it's good to have some freshmen in there too, get a taste of it early. But as the game went, I feel like Carl did kind of have that third man mentality, and he did well there. I kind of threw it away on defense a few times personally, so that was on me. But I feel like Luke also filled his role. He really showed up today.
Yeah.
He had like multiple MVPs today, more than I did. So he really showed up. He brought the ball up the field. He's kind of the facilitator of everything. So yeah, I feel like everybody did their role pretty well.
Yeah, it was Mike Roach in the goal, Unquist bringing it up the field, and Brady throwing the goals down. And I gotta say, we thought this was gonna be a Game 7 series.
Yes.
Where Wartburg were looking dominant, especially in the bracket here, only losing one map in their both previous games. And for you guys to come in Game 1 and smack them 4-1.
Yes.
And then to keep it going and to only let them get one game. How did it feel after that Game 1?
It felt good. I mean, first week we played them, then we lost. So it was a little bit tough going into the game, being like, yep, they beat us the first time around. But after a Game 1, our confidence kind of shot up right after that as we scored our first goal. Kind of all the nerves went out of us. So it was really good, and we felt good after the first game going forward. So
and then any words you got to say to Josh Fisher?
To Josh Fisher? I mean, honestly, I'm just a better player.
There you go.
Some friendly banter.
No, I love Fish. He's great. So I hope they have success in the future with their program too. So
Well, Brady, congrats on the NECC champion. Not only finalist, but championship.
Yes.
Taking home the big dub. Good stuff today.
Great work.
And Mars, what do you got to say?
I can only say I'm really, really proud.
Another
of
round
all
of applause.
These guys.
Another round of applause.
Unquist, Mike Roach, and Brady made us proud again.
Yeah,
as they always do tonight.
Congrats to you guys.
There's so many wins that we got to commentate this semester. It was a blast being part of that, as you can probably tell too. And so going out with the finals win for the JV on Monday night, the varsity on Friday night.
Yep.
Huge. It can't
get better than that.
It can't get
Sweetness.
So we have a little extra content for you guys too, as we will have our very own Cole Prescott, coach, coming in for post-game interview.
Get Coach in here.
Number 2, and we are very excited to have him on the mic as well.
Not only the head coach, but also the director of esports here at Northwestern College.
Yes.
Gonna come in. We'll get his insight. Coach Prescott, bring it in.
Bring it in. How we doing, gents?
Oh, it's Cole. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't ecstatic in here. First off, thoughts. Winning NECC today. How does that feel?
It feels good. You know, we felt confident heading into the evening of how things were going to go. Yeah. We knew it'd be a good battle. Wartburg's a really good team. They have a pretty great director, alumni of this program, so we knew he'd be doing good stuff with his squads. It feels good to be able to do what we hoped to do last semester. You know, we were heading out of the regular season undefeated, get upset in round 1. Not what we wanted. It was fun to come back here in the fall and kind of rewrite the script a little bit and paint the ending that we were looking for. So feels good.
What were your thoughts after Game 1? I mean, we came out and we gave them a game.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, for me, after Game 1, it was kind of a reassurance of, all right, we are going to show up playing at the top of our game. And so, honestly, even after Game 1, was feeling pretty confident just with the energy that the guys were giving off, the way they were playing, communicating. We had a bit of a technical issue with Luke's mic in Game 1. His mic was not. His mic was muted. So even despite that, just the way they bounce through. Sometimes those kind of issues can throw players because it's a distraction. It cuts them off, but they bounce back from that real well. Stuck their heads in the game throughout that for the whole Game 1 and carried it on through the rest of the series. So very, very happy with how that went.
Yeah. Brady mentioned it too. The last time we faced off against Wartburg, it was a it was a loss in the series,
Yep.
and so it was even sweeter to come out here and beat them in the final.
Yep, it is. It is definitely fun to kind of get the flip when it matters most.
Yes.
So they played a really tight game. Week 3 of the regular season, it was a super close match. Well played by them. Well played again tonight. Fun way to end the year. I will represent.
Yeah, and we asked Brady this. Any words for Fish? Any word? Any banter? Any whatever you want to say to him. The mic's yours.
You know, I said this to the guys before the game started. I said, "Hey, Fish is a great director. He's a great coach, but it's time to remind the apprentice who is the grandmaster."
Yes, sir. Show the student who the teacher is.
Well played to Fish. Well played to Wartburg.
Yep.
Best of luck to them going forward. I know they'll continue to do great things, and we look forward to continuing to grow that rivalry and those story arcs. So should be good.
As we say, GG's.
Yeah.
GG,
Well played.
Yes. Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thanks on that. And
Big
with
congrats.
that, Mars, any closing remarks? Anything you want to say?
It's been so fun. I don't want to close it, but we have to. And
Yeah.
it was great. Thank you all guys for watching. Shout out to the people in the hub watching as always. If you're still there, obviously.
Yep.
We had a little gathering going up here in the esports room.
Yep.
For public viewing.
Yes, sir.
So thank you for that. We absolutely smacked Wartburg when it came to the viewers on the Twitch stream.
Smacking them around.
And we chopped out on 31 viewers today, which was great. And thank you guys for that. So
yeah,
that will be it for me.
Great way to end the season with. And you know, my closing remark will be a little different today. JV winning NECC, varsity winning NECC. So today it's not anything's better than Dort. Well, I mean it still is.
Yeah.
But today it's nothing is better than Northwestern.
Raiders.
Good stuff, Raiders. That's it. Congrats on the win. See you guys next time.
Thank you.
Another one.